Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about Adrienette. Oh yes. So a while ago I did a video all about Miraculous Ladybug because yes, I am in the fandom and I'm amongst of many people that love this show. So if you did watch that video, then you will know that I did actually briefly do like a little ranking order of my favourite ships out of the love square. Because of course we have this like love square in this show and we all love it. My favourite ship out of the four is Adrienette, and that is today's video. I'm going to be doing a top 10 because I did mention in that video a while ago that I would do some videos on them. I just not got around to it, but I finally have done it and I can't wait to get started. So let's go. So if you are new to the channel, then I do a top 10 list on my phone of all my favourite scenes. Now, I'm not being funny. This is why it's took me so long to do, because there is so many Adrienette scenes. I'm not being funny. I feel like Lady Noir is the hardest one to do because every single episode has Lady Noir in it, and there's so many different categories with them, so like doing that one is going to be interesting. But Adrienette was also difficult because there's so many scenes in the show that I love of them, so making a top 10 was really difficult. But what I'm aiming for, like the idea of this list is it's my top 10 favourite of like feels, so like scenes that give me the feels of them being together. Okay, so we all know that Adrienette is like, because Marinette is in love with him, but like we all know he secretly is in love with her as well. He just doesn't realise yet. But it just kills me like when they have scenes together and she's all like stumbly and stuttery and like she's trying to confess the love really, but she can never do it. And I'm like, bloody hell girl, come on. But yes, so these scenes, because there is a few other scenes of like when they're not giving me the feels, so like I wrote most of them down that I could think of, and then I watched them all again and like rated them on like a feels like mometer, the feels mometer of how like Adrienne's the win, like literally if I don't scream that by the end of watching it, then it isn't in this list. That I'm just saying. So number 10 I have got as Marinette falling asleep on Adrien in the episode Star Train of season 3. This one is so cute. Holy shit, I'm off again saying that word, but it was. Like, I'm not being funny, but when I watched that episode, as I was watching it, I was like, you know what? This reminds me of some fan art and a comic, because I have a Pinterest board of about 600 and something odd. It might even be 700 now because I've been adding more. Should I actually have a look? 729 pins in my Miraculous. Wait, okay, that is my biggest board, and I have like a board of Malik on there. Anyways, I saw the exact thing happen on a fan art a while ago, and then they've used it in an episode. Like, what? Not being funny, they do that a lot in Miraculous and I love it. Like, I've watched episodes before and they, like, when they do some, like, weird fantasy shit and they talk about things, they bring it up in the back as they're saying it, and I'm like, hold on, I recognise that, because it's fan art of, like, creators and the fans that do it wow of it. So when I saw it in the episode, I was like, oh god, don't do it. It's so funny. The main thing that makes me pissed so about that scene is Alia, because of course she's like, all right, like I actually can't, because she was sat with her, of course she was, and she was like tired, so the minute she fell asleep she was like, right, bye Adrian, you can do that.
Would you mind swapping seats, Adrian? I want to chat with Nino.
Alia is such a queen. I mean, but like in this time, in season 1 to season 3, yeah, I love Alia so much, and in this episode especially because, like, please, she is the, I'm not being funny, I say I'm the biggest Adrienette shipper, no, psych, Alia is the biggest Adrienette shipper to exist, because, yes, she did that. She does so many things for them and it makes me laugh so much. But yeah, I loved it that she was like, right, off I go. Can you swap with me, Adrian? Oh my god, yeah. And then he sits there. It's just the fact though that, like, I mean, the first thing that was so cute about it was like the way he looked at her when she yawned. Stop it, son! Like, he is so in love with her, and he's just so clueless, I actually got. I mean, no, these are some of the theories that I have, but I'll talk about them in a separate video. But yes, that killed me. And then, of course, he then went and he was like, yeah, of course I will. So he goes and sits with her, and it's definitely not being funny though. The way she reacted when she woke up and like saw him there was not what I expected. Like, I genuinely thought she would like be like, whoa, and jump out of his seat, like, Adrian, hey, you know, like, whoa, didn't realize you were there. She was just like, and like leaned in more.
Sweetie, I'm sure there isn't an Akuma on board at all. It's probably just some prank.
Whoa, stop that. I am attacked. I honestly am a little bit. Alright, so number 9, oh shit, yes, is from Bafana in season 2, and it is when Adrian gave Marinette the gift.
I never got a chance to open it with all that was going on. I always carry the lucky charm you gave me wherever I go, and I think it works pretty well.
Oh shit, hell. This was so cute, especially because of, like, it referenced a different episode, because obviously she gave him a charm, and he's obsessed with that thing, and it is so cute. I actually gotta go. So the fact that he made her one for her birthday as well, holy shit, that was the sweetest thing ever. Adrian is actually precious. I love him, and the fact that he did that with Jesus Christ. I mean, it's not an amazing scene. It is though, because it's brief, because like it starts a little bit before everything happens. Like, he was giving it to her and she was like, da-dam, but then she couldn't open it, so he was like, there you can have it at the end. Oh, Jesus Christ, I actually can't. But yeah, I'll be saying that a lot as well because I can't. But they are just, yeah. And it was just the thought that counts. Like, he is actually so obsessed with that charm that she gave him. And the way that he, oh, whoa. I've actually seen fan art. Oh, hello, son. Nice, thanks for joining us. Like, I've actually seen some fan art where they've used the charms but as bracelets. So, like, they're holding hands or something and they've got them around the wrist. Whoa. The things that people do out there actually kill me. Like, sometimes I get more attacked by fan art and like some comics and shit that I see more than the show, and I'm like, sorry, I don't do that. Like, actually don't. Shit, yes. I love this episode and this scene because, like, shit, I forgot like what I pulled. Alright, so number 8 is from Catalyst in season 2, and it is when Adrian protected Marinette from the Red Akumas. Holy shit. Okay, the way this attacks me, I was like, that is going in my list stat. Because, like, do you see the way he, like, full on grabs her and shoves her and the way, oh, holy shit. I want someone to do that to me, please and thanks. Because, like, you would not protect your just a friend like that. Please. So, whoa, I loved it so much. Because, like, one, they walk in together to begin with, and then they're all like, holy shit, about what's happened. And then as soon as they see them, he's like, shit, babe, watch out! I actually can't. And, like, she's just like, yeah, right. And he's like, rolls over, and I'm not being funny. It's the way he has his hand on her head as they're on the floor. Don't touch me. I can't cope with it. He always protects her, I feel like. There's a lot where he protects it. I feel like I have a few more where he does, which we might get into. But, like, yes. I just love it. I can't. When she's there, he's like, shit, babes. I'm like, oh, yes. Maybe it's the like Cat Noir in him, but I do love it that he does that. It's just, whoa. My feels were high on the feels monitor though, I am not joking, so that's why it's in my list. I mean, it's not as high as some of the others because it's number 8, but it's still, I still love it. Oh yes. Yes! I love that one so much. Alright, so number 7 is linking to Befana because it is from Gamer in season 1 and it is when they were video game training.
I've got a secret. This is why I win.
Are you messing with me?
Try playing a match with it.
Yeah, so this is where it began, when she gives him the charm. However, I put it as video game training because, like, I quite like the Adrienette in this episode. It's season 1, but it's a decent episode. I love it. And they were so cute in it. Because, of course, it was the first time Adrian goes to her house. So, of course, at first she was freaking out because she has all the pictures of him everywhere. So she's like, shit, Tiki, we gotta take them down. So they did that. And then he appeared and they were doing it. And her parents are me. Like, they actually are. I'm like, tag yourself me. Every single time there's an Adrienette with them around, me. Even in Befana, they did the same thing. I'm like, wow, them two link so well. But when you first came, I'm not being funny though. Her mom totally knows the tea. Like, she knows everything. So like, the way she was like, oh yes, of course, she talks a lot about you. They were like, I ship it. They're like, oh, I ship Adrienette t-shirt. Like, we actually need it. Because they are me. They actually are. But I just love it. There's quite a few scenes in that. Because obviously there's the beginning one where they're like trying to do it. And it just makes me laugh. Because they're like touch their hand. Oh shit, you take that one, I'll take this one. Please, Adrian. Like, you would never do that with your just a friend. So, like, don't talk bullshit. Okay? It winds me up, but I do have a theory about that as well, which I won't mention in this video, but I do get it sometimes, but other times I'm like, but yes, I love that they touch and then they do it, and they're like, and her parents actually are me because they kept coming in with food, and then Adrian was me because he kept wanting the food, but she was like, piss off. Go away, leave us alone. That was actually a mood. But Adrian was like, the food, babes. I want it. I'm hungry. My dad don't feed me. Yeah, it's fine. But like, the best bit was the charm. Of course it was. And the bit where they were doing it and she was just like, da 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 da, yeah, amazing. He was like, you're so good at this. What the fuck? It was hilarious. And he's like, oh, what does he say? He goes,
we? That was practically all you. You're amazing, Marinette. I guess you wouldn't even need me. I'm so lame compared to you.
that's a load of bullshit. You are not. And she's just like, excuse me. You are not lame. But you just told me I was amazing. Thanks so much. And then, of course, she gives him the charm. The thing is, though, the only thing I'll mention about that makes me laugh is the fact that she's like, oh, yes, I use this with luck, you know, to help me win. So we try playing a match with it, and then he keeps it for, like, the rest of his... he, like, thinks she gives it to him, but, like, I just saw it as that she was lending it to him for doing that. Is that just me? Or did you think that too? Let me know. Obviously, there's also like all the little bits throughout that episode too, where they finally get food, because eventually Adrian's like, right babes, I want some of your dad's food because it looks great and I'm starving, so like, let's go. And she's like, yeah, right. So they sit on the bench and he's eating it, and then why are they so cute when they sit next to each other? Like, just standing next to each other, sitting next to each other, they just look adorable and I can't. And then of course, Gamer comes out and he's like, look out with protectiveness yet again. Adrian's protective boyfriend mode is everything. It actually is not. I stand. But of course, he's like, watch out, babes, and like, you know, you can get on top of each other, holy shit. So then not like they do that enough. They hold hands. Oh, that was so cute as well. Check it out, there's so much shit. But like, there's so much from this episode that I love. which is why I didn't really like link it to one scene, but like I'm kind of just talking about the charm bit because that is the cutest part. But I did like a lot of the Adrienette, practically all of the Adrienette, to be honest, because it was everything. Holy shit. The way I've named this as well. Christ. So number 6 is what I've named, well, I'll read it. Adrien being adorable and Marinette kisses him on the cheek from My Aura season 2.
Adrian! Thank you.
So yes, this one is the same sort of thing. It's 2-part in it. Catalyst and My Aura are 2 parts, like the Heroes Day shit. And so this was the last episode of season 2, and it was so cute. Like, it was the very last thing that happened, and I love it because I normally forget about that episode, and it's rude of me because I actually love those like linked, you know, Heroes Day, the parts. I love it, and it's the things he says in it. It's just, whoa, stop being so adorable to her. Like, please, right now, because you're messing with my heart. Like, next 1 minute you're talking lovey-dovey and you say this cute shit to her and I'm like, whoa. Next minute you're like she's just a friend. I'm like, do you want me to slap me in the face? Because I can. I'll come through the screen and I'll do it, boy. As much as I love you, I will do it. Did the door just open? So yes, this is so cute, mainly because it's obviously, like I said, it's him being adorable, which I'm referring to like the speech that he says and to her before the kiss, which I think is why she kissed him, and I don't blame it. Not being funny though, the way I screamed when I first watched that, I was like, yes girl! I don't blame you, because like we were waiting for things like that, and she kissed him on the cheek, yes, but like, please, it's like, whoa girl. And like, I'm not being funny, Adrian, but like, you are so blind, because because like, if you didn't think before, like, why do you still not think now, like after that? Because bloody hell, like, it's a bit obvious. I mean, plus you kind of confess like lovey-dovey shit to her to make her do that, and then you still don't think it after she kisses you on the cheek. I have no idea what's going on with this boy. But anyways, I love it because of what he says, yeah. Absolutely adorable. What was the main thing that killed me? Alright, I'll tell you what the main thing was. It was the fact that he says,
You're our everyday ladybug. Have a good evening, Super Marinette.
Okay, son. What are you trying to say? Because of course he is in love with Ladybug. We know that, and we know that that's her. But like, to him, Ladybug is perfection. She's everything. She's his world. He loves her, and you know, like, she's the savior of Paris, obviously alongside him. But like, she is just everything to him because of he like loves her so much now. But the fact that he calls Marinette their everyday Ladybug means that he is saying she's as perfect as Ladybug. Stop. Don't look at me. Don't touch me while I die from cuteness. Thanks. But like, I have to talk about the kiss as well, because I don't fucking blame you. Shit. I feel like I'm just gonna leave swearing in, because like, I normally take it out, but like, Jesus Christ, I can't not sometimes. But I actually can't blame her, because like, that was so cute. Like, I'm surprised she didn't die on the spot, to be honest, because like, I feel like if he'd said something else, she would have like died on the spot. But like, she gets up and she goes and runs over to him and is like, thank you, and kisses. Oh, what the fuck? It was everything. It actually was. And then he was like, the face that the way he looks at her. Yeah, bye, see ya. Like, I'm not alive anymore. It's official. Alright, so we're already into the top 5s. So number 5 is from Style Queen, which I have to say is an amazing episode. I love that. Season 2. And it is when Marinette takes Adrien the hat that she designed for him to wear.
Hello, Marinette.
Oh, hello. Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus Christ. Okay, rewatching this back, I was actually dying. I was the feels were real. I was like, yeah, okay, I need to put this in my top 10 because it is just so cute. And I was like, it has been my number 5 because I love it so much. Because I'm not being funny, but Adrien was showing a little bit of like awkwardness and like, you know what I mean? Because sometimes he channels a bit of Marinette, you know, he does a bit of the same thing. And I'm like, where's Theon? What do you think you're doing? Because like, normally you don't do that. So like, don't act all cute and like that because that'll kill me even more. But yeah, I just love it. And because she appears and it's the first thing I'll say is like, it's the bit when he like opens the door and he's like, ugh, at first, and Plag's not helping. He's like, yeah, you do look ridiculous in that. Plag is a mood. And then he opens the door and he's like, ugh, and then he's like, oh, hey, Marinette. The way that he gets so excited when he's always so happy to see her, and that's his actual boyfriend goals. He loves her so much. He actually does. Like, nobody can tell me otherwise. They actually can't because I won't see it differently. Fight me. But yes, she comes in, she's fucking, but like she trips, of course she does, and he catches her, shit babes, you're right, and then drops the hat, oh no, and they try and both pick it up, headbutt, oh shit. Why? I think it's just they're so awkward. Like, as I was watching it, I was like, oh my god, why are they so awkward? But I love it. It was so dorky and awkward and just cute. Like, I'm saying it again, but it was. So I loved it so much. And then obviously they were on the floor and she was like, shit, Adrien, I'm a failure. And he was like, load of shit. Yeah, take the back. Of course it is a load of shit. He's like, don't talk bullshit because it's amazing. I love it. You're so talented. Fact, Adrien. What a fucking king. But like, yeah, love you. There's just so much that I can talk about. Basically, the whole entire scene is adorable because obviously then he helps her up because she's like, it's a complete failure, I hate it, don't wear it. And he's like, no it's not, why would you say that? Exactly. Helps her up and he's like, relax babes, it's fine, puts it on. There's a little like a little sneak preview for her and she's like, does I help? Don't do that.
See?
It actually made me laugh. Because she's like, same thing. Yeah, I was like, whoa, stop it. Because, like, not gonna lie, I don't blame you, Marinette, I actually don't. But, no, I loved it. It was just adorable. And they're both so awkward and dorky and precious and wow. The other thing I will say is Natalie. She was a mood. She was third wheeling, and I was like, me too. She was like, gotta go, and I was like, oh, she is. You're there. I forgot about you. Wow. Holy shit! I'm not ready to talk about these ones because these next 4 scenes are literally everything to me, and I can't wait to talk about them because they are so cute. So number 4. Okay, the way that this attacked me is not even a joke, but it is the dancing scene from Despair Bear in season 2.
Hey, Marinette, you want to dance?
Jesus Christ! The Adrienette from this episode I was looking for it, because like. They danced together, like, actually stop. I loved it. Because obviously she goes to the party, the Chloe's party, like, what? I have no idea, but whatever, I went. Because he was there, but like this. Because I went. Yeah, again, Alia was a mood, and I'll stand her. Because she was like, okay, how funny. You were going to come until you knew Adrien was with him. And she's like, shut up, but I wanted to dance with him. So she's like, off you go then, go dance. And she's like, wait, what? Pushes her. That was so cute when she pushed her into him and he was like, oh, hello, Marinette. Help me right now. Please do. I love that. I actually do. And then he's like, "Wanna dance?" Her reaction was the same. And nah. Give me a minute. Yeah. Sure. But yes, it is so cute. He grabs her hand and he's like, "Come on, let's go." And she's like, "Whoa, wait, what?" And the song is at the beginning of that song. Dun, 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 dun. The Adrienette song, yeah, literally. That's the beginning of that song. That everyone danced. I feel like they played it in a beginning season 1 episode, but it wasn't made for Adrienette then. I don't know. But yes, it was first time we danced to it, and it was everything. It is now Adrienette's song, and we live for it. And I also love as well that obviously Chloe the bitch was there, but it was the one where she wasn't like allowed to do that shit. So we were allowed, like we had the Adrienette that we deserved, and I was like, yes! But you could tell as well how much Adrien was living for it as well. Like he wanted to dance with her too. I can't breathe. And of course, Alia and Nino were dating at the time, so like it's the bit as well when they're like dancing past and they're like, "Oh, get it," like because they totally ship them both. Like I said, Alia is a top, like she is the #1 Adrienette fan, as well as her parents. But like Nino as well. I feel like Nino is too, because obviously now he knows as well that Marinette likes him, loves him. He's always like, "Okay, bro, come on, Marinette's over there." But I actually can't. It makes me laugh so much. But yeah, they like dance over and they're in this position and then they're like looking at each other like having a moment. And then their face is like when Alia changes their arm. So she's like, "Right, change it, put your around the waist up here," and they're like their eyes, they were like, "Wait, what?" But when she moved his arm to her waist, he was like, "What am I doing?" Shipping how? I'm not okay. But then of course they looked at each other like, okay, are we doing it? So they were like, "Yeah, okay." Adrian was like, "Okay," and then oh, holy shit. I actually love it. Alright, so number 3 is also, why am I even going to go there with saying it's also so cute, because of course it is, like they all are, that's why they're in this list. But it is from the New York special. So I actually didn't say, but I'm going to include the New York special because that was everything, and the Adrienette in that was also everything. So I'm going to be talking about that, and it is the part on the plane when he, like, Adrian thanks her and hugs her.
Well, what I meant to say was, thanks for managing to convince my father.
Well, sure thing. Don't mention it. That's what friends are for.
Okay. Bloody hell. When I watched this, not being funny, I actually did a reaction to it. Like, I actually filmed myself, like, watching it for the first time. I'm not putting it on YouTube, though, because I look a mess, and it's just for my viewing pleasure, but, like, I do think about it a lot, because the way I was attacked by it, holy shit. Because, of course, like, she wanted him to go, and the New York episode, or like hour-long, whatever it was everything. I much prefer it to the Shanghai one, because I'm not talking about that either. There wasn't even any Adrienette in that to talk about, so that was a little bit. But no, the New York was brilliant. I need to watch it again because I love it. But it was just so cute because she wanted him to come. So the fact she actually went to his dickhead dad and like convinced him. Well, no, he was already convinced because he wanted to go and get that bloody thing, didn't he? Oh, idiot. But like he was like, "Yeah, right." But the fact that he actually told him, "You can thank Marinette." Stop. But like, actually stop it. I live for that. So of course he was all over it. Maybe that's also why he was so excited on the plane, like that she was sat next to him. Holy shit, that scene as well was so good. Actually, it was so funny. Excuse me, I need to blow my nose in this disgusting tissue. Oh, hold on. But yeah, this scene is so cute because obviously it's a bit later on. Like, they've tried to sit next to each other, but she couldn't cope. She's on hold. So they split up again, and then she's looking out the window. Oh, the fact though that she'd been in the toilet and like there was some turbulence, and she got toilet roll in her hair. That was hilarious. And them looking out of the window together. Whoa! I'm not being new as well. The animation in that special was also really good as well. Like, it gave me more feels, I think, because of the way it was animated. I lived for it. But it's just the fact that they were sort of talking, and then, you know, he was like thanking her. He was like, thank you so much for like convincing my dad. It was everything, like, you're everything, I love you. I mean, I'm not going to tell you that, but I do. He technically did. And then, oh god, I wanted him to hug her, like, previously. Like, when I was thinking, like, when he told him that it was Marinette, his dad, I was like, oh my god, I can't wait for him to be like, thanks so much, and hug her. Not thinking it would actually happen. But then when it did, I was like, no, stop it. I was not okay. I actually wasn't. It was so cute because he just grabbed hold of her and was like, thanks so much, and she was just like, yeah, you're welcome, friend. Good god. Yeah, she's like, a load of bullshit. But like, I can't cope. I loved it. Oh my god. So number 2 is also from the New York special, and of course I just talked about the Despair Bear dance, but like, how could I not talk about the Moonlight dance? Oh my god. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to cope while I talk about this one. But like, where do I even start? It was just so cute. Of course it was. But I had the hot dog, and they floated up to the, I'm not being funny, the moon was huge. Like, what? How, why was it so big? But like, I don't care. But and they go up there, and of course Alia yet again is like, hey girl, will you play the song, you know, Adrienette's song, da, 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 da. Wow. Such a queen. So she plays it for them, and he's like, oh look, this is that, it's that song, isn't it? And she's like, oh yes.
Oh, that's the song we danced to at Chloe's birthday party, remember?
Oh, yes.
Her face was everything. Jesus Christ. I think it's because, as well, she was like, that's it girls, I am trying to be just a friend because that's all he wants me to be, and it's just gonna happen. But of course they were all like, right, that's a load of bullshit. And of course they did so much shit where he was so cute that she was like, I can't say that no more. And of course they move like dance. Like, of course she's gonna be like, say, just kidding. Yeah. So he's like, let's do it, and she's like, no, but and then she like floats away, and he's like, shit, and catches her, and then pulls her in. Oh, Jesus Christ, and the way that he looks at her, sure. I actually don't know how she copes, but I mean, we all know that she don't cope most of the time, but like, sometimes I'm thinking, bloody hell, I'm dead, and you're still okay. You're like, Jesus girl, you must have more, like, willpower than I think you do. Yeah, but it was just the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and it was just like, they just grab hold of each other and they just start doing it. She's like, yeah, okay then, and they do it. I'm not okay. It's official. Okay, so before I get on to the number 1, like I always do, I'm going to add some extras in. I mean, I probably shouldn't because it's already 50 minutes long, but with editing, I'm hoping that it won't be. So I'm going to still do it because I have to. And I was just laughing at this because I was reading it and I was like, oh shit, yes. So there's one that I wrote as Adrian's protective boyfriend mode. And I was like, oh, of course, I wrote that. Because I did mention that, I feel like I did. But in brackets, I said it was from the episode Ladybug. And I was like, wait, what? What was I meaning there? That Ladybug season 3. And I was like, oh shit. So this isn't really a Adrienette scene, but I'm adding it in as an extra because the way that I love this scene is so funny. So it's at the end because it's him and Lila. Okay, I actually despise that bitch so much. Most of the time, I do not watch episodes with her in it because I can't cope with it. So, Ladybug is one of them that I don't really watch because, it's so what? Push me down the stairs. Fuck, I've no idea, didn't I? Sure, she actually makes me so angry. And I'm like, whoa, relax, it's a cartoon, but she's just so annoying. I actually can't cope. But the one thing that I do think thank fuck about, excuse me, but like I do, is that Adrien knows the tea. So he is the only one that agrees with Marinette because with him being Cat Noir, he obviously has fought her so many times about lying that he knows, and also he trusts Ladybug, so he knows that she is talking a load of shit and doesn't believe her, which I live for because like everyone else believes the bullshit that she makes up, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, it's obvious that that's not true, and then you start hating Marinette for it and I can't cope with it. But the fact that like Adrien's the only one that won't do that, like doesn't, he agrees with her, don't touch me. So this scene especially actually killed me. I was like, woo, get it, son, because it's the way that he talks. Oh my god. So he gets to his photo shoot, and he's like, what the actual fuck is that bitch doing here? I am not talking to her, because he knows, because that obviously was the episode where she nearly did she nearly get hypnotized? I'm pretty sure she did, or is it not that one? I feel like it was that one. Where she nearly got hypnotized because she like blamed her about a load of shit, and Adrien was like, how dare you, bitch, do that to my girlfriend, you can't do that. So he like goes up to her, sits next to her, and he's like,
I warned you once already, Lila, but you didn't listen. You hurt my friend Marinette, and that's not okay.
Okay. Oh shit, no. It was actually everything. She was like, wait, what? And then he was just like, you dare touch her again, do anything to her again, I will actually beat you to the ground. We stan this king. Yes. If you don't love that scene, who are you? Because I do hate most episodes with Lila in it. I just can't cope with it because she frustrates me so much. But I will watch that because of that bit at the end. Because Adrien is a king towards his girlfriend. So, yes. Alright, so the next one I've got from all my extras is from Godzilla in season 2. Another one of my favourite episodes, bloody love that one. And it's when they were running away from his fans together.
Marinette, you live near here. Can I hide out at your place?
At my place? You hide out? What's going on?
Too late.
Holy shit. So, yet again, this also links to the bloody charm because he mentions that. But, like, it's hard really to say which one I like about this because, of course, there's a lot of it. But, like, there's one where they bump into each other. It makes me piss as well. She's in her pajamas. And then they, like, you know, he's like, let's go. I think I was thinking more about the scene in the fountain when she like hides them, and and she's like, he's on about the ad, and she's like, you started an ad. I was watching it like 60 times before we bumped into each other, but I'm gonna pretend I haven't seen it yet.
Thank you for saving me. People are going crazy over this ad.
You started an ad? I had no idea. That's awesome.
And then he totally checks her out in her pajamas. I was like, oh my god, don't do that. She was like, gotta go. And then he like hides himself from her, like from the bodyguard. Hold on, babes, he's over there. Whoa. And the people that were taking photos, they were actually stating the facts. Adrien's girlfriend is fine. Yeah, literally. They were like, no, that's like a shit. Well, he was saying that, and she was like, I don't mind. Of course she was. Because like, I think they went into that when they ran to this train station. He was like, I'm so sorry because they now think you're my girlfriend. He was like, hey. She was like, I mean, that's not an issue, is it? Because I don't mind that. Oh Christ, I can't. So yeah, I loved it. It was funny. But like, there isn't really a part, I just liked it. So I said, I just thought I'd add it to my extras because there was quite a few to say about it, but I did like it. And yet again, they brought the bloody Lucky Charm out with my Meredith Lucky Charm strong. And she was like, oh, it's so mainly, I think they only brought that out because that was the item that he used to get akumatized. So yes. Shit, this one's now here and warming me. Amazing, thanks so much. Alright, so the last one that I have on my extras is from Horrificator, season 1. So it's the one where they have the like almost kiss because they're doing their little like movie thing. Now, I wanted to just briefly mention this because I just thought it was really cute and I needed to mention it because it happened and it was like, wow. Because we all freaked out about it. Of course we did when we first saw it. Of course, Chloe come in and cop blocks, like, bitch. But never mind, because if you watch it, it's like, if you watch him try and kiss Chloe and then try and kiss Marinette, oh, the difference though. I was like, yeah, of course. Like, he was alright with kissing her. But, like, they were so close. I was like, holy shit. But, of course, it didn't happen. Like, shoot. Like, we've kissed now, babes, but, like, not as Adrienette. Yeah. I just had to mention it because I loved it when it happened. And, I mean, please, they were about to kiss, and he was alright with that, so... yeah, but okay. Okay, so we're on to my number 1 favourite scene, and you probably already know what it is, because I haven't talked about it yet. I think it's everyone's favourite Adrienette scene. If it's not, why? And if it wasn't, then it would have been in my list somehow, so please. But it is from Origins, Part 2, Season 1, the umbrella scene. I have it on my top. There it is. Also, I had to wear this today, and if you like it, it's from Redbubble, of course it is. But like, Jesus Christ, okay? When I was thinking about making this video, I already knew that this scene was my number 1, because it is. Hands down, my absolute favourite Adrienette scene to exist, because why not? Fight me. Like, if you like another scene, I mean, if it's another one that I've mentioned, then I don't blame you, but like, why is this not your favourite scene if it isn't? Because like, literally everything about it kills me. So like, it makes me laugh at first at the fact that she doesn't like him. Because it's like, it's the Origins episode, which is where like they show us basically about everything, which is why it's that. But it also shows us like the beginning of Adrienette, and it's like, whoa, I can't. So, okay, I'll list it. So the music, the fact it's raining, the umbrella makes it, and also Adrien being absolutely fucking adorable as shit. Yeah, but I think it's just when it starts, I'm like, oh my god, don't, because I can't with it. The music, like the music that they use for that scene is so cute. I actually love it, and it's all over TikTok as well. People use it on like TikToks. I'm like, don't do it, because I can't listen to it without thinking of it. But it's just adorable, and obviously at first she's like, because she thinks he was like doing a prank when he was not. But like, I don't blame her for being like, okay, because the way he's apologised, oh, he was so cute. It was so sweet, actually. He was like, I'm so sorry. He's like, I don't want to be like that. I didn't want you to hate me. Because like, I want to be friends with you. Yeah. But she was like, yeah, right, so we can be friends. So good. Because like, it's the bit where he's like, and gives the umbrella, oh, yeah. I can't. And then she's just like, okay, and she takes it. I'll have that. Oh wait, doesn't this like thunder? Yes. And then she's like, but he's so pretty. Like, for an animated character, yeah, but like, I'm not being funny, but he is. And so he's like giving her the umbrella, and it's just it's just picturesque. It actually is. Like, you could tell that the way the animation was a bit different for that because they were trying to make it a moment, and they did not fail with that. They actually didn't. And then she takes it off him. She's like, okay. And then, oh, it's the way though that Wallace shot on her. That's such a Marinette thing. Like, I love the fact that they threw that in there. Because, like, oh yeah, it was fine for me, babes. Give it to you. Oh shit. Whoa. I didn't realise I did that to you. Sorry about that. I actually can't. And his face, the way he laughs at me. But, like, I think that was the moment that changed everything. Like, the way he was looking at her, and then the way that he laughed when it fell on her. She was just like, yeah, okay, and like pulled it up like, see you tomorrow, yeah, bye. I was like, whoa. And then he left, and she was like, yeah, see ya, and it all began. Plague and Tiki were like, oh, damn. Of course he brought in, oh no, she just went lies. Whoa. Winnie's back. And it also makes me laugh because bloody Master Fu stood there and he's like, damn, I made a good choice there. But like, also no, because like, if you knew, he's probably thinking, shit, I ship it so well. But like, they're not meant to know each other's identities, so oh shit, I made a serious mistake. Because like, bloody Waze was like, excellent choice. And he was like, yes, they're made for each other. But I'm like, well, if the rule is that they can't find out and be together, then like, clearly not. Because like, he's like, whoa, they're so cute. Oh shit, I gave them the Miraculouses, they can't do it. He's like, relax, they will eventually. I'll allow it. Woo! Yeah, so I can't. It's just hands down my favourite scene, and I will spoil you. So I'm so sorry if you don't know about this, but the fact that they made an umbrella scene in season 4. That was so cute, I can't. I was very attacked by that. Alright, so I think I have rambled on so long now. It's an hour and 8 minutes long, so that means I have. So I've got to go, because I've got to edit this now and try and make it not an hour long, because I'm not having that. Like I said, if you like my top, Redbubble, I'm going to try and find the link, so if you do want it, it'll be in the description. And yes, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know if any of these scenes in this list I talked about were your favourites. Also, let me know if the umbrella scene is also your top favourite of like a top 10 if you have ever done a list. And yes, I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye. There is, holy shit, what is that? Damn. I mean, you said that to my board later, but shit. I choked. Yeah, of course I did. Wait. Fucking hell. It is 25 minutes long. I'll add the clip in, but like, Linzak, you're amazing, Marinette. Oh, what does he say? That was practically all you. You're amazing, Marinette. You probably wouldn't even need me. I'm so lame compared to you. I'm always like, that's a load of bullshit. Obviously, there's also, shit, what? Hold on. I know exactly what I'm talking about there. I was like, hold on, what does that mean? I know what that means. Of course, Chloe, who? Of course, Chloe, what? Who? When I was thinking about making the scene, wait,